wizard, witches, and muggles.
Muggle.
I'm the Deep Dark aka 𝐂𝐥𝐬𝐬𝐷. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you enjoy the both music and conversation videos. Before the video starts, subscribe, like and share my videos. Today we have an interesting idea about the time turning. If you watch Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, you ought to know about the time turning perfectly. Did you ever notice all 4 scenes of time turning in movies?
I didn't think so.
Then why I'm here to show you those. Before the footage, if you read the book Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, you know exactly how Hermione uses the time turner in all ways. It was not the first time she turned the time in the hospital. She used it throughout the whole year for her studies. That's why Professor Mcganagall gave her a time turner. Then I think we have enough knowledge to go back to the footage. In the Divination class. When the class starts we can see a wide-angle shot of the class. If you pay attention to the desk of Harry and Ron, you can see only 2 of them. So next we see a close shot of Professor Trelawney. When the camera starts to pan to left, we can see both Ron and Harry along with that table. After the camera turns directly to the professor again and next it turns to another side of the class.
This time we're focusing on dissonancy, which is the art of reading tea leaves to please think up of the person sitting opposite you.
We can see Harry and Ron directly in the next shot, but they are still along with that desk and try to read their future in a teacup. After she holds the hand of Seamus and says something. Then this is the exciting shot. Professor Trelawney tried to keep the heavy of any word and yelled saying beyond. Camera pan all the way that students and suddenly camera pan same as Harry and Ron. But this time this table was not alone and Hermione arrives. She hid the turner in his cloak and paid attention to the lesson. But something noticed Ron. Also he showed due to the lesson.
Is your grandmother quite well?
I think so.
2 in the defense against the dark arts class. This was a small scene. When the scene begins it showed as a huge mirror attached cupboard. The camera goes through this mirror and it gets closer to the reflection of students. Reflection merges with reality slowly. The point is there are Harry and Ron both and alone again. If you pay attention, Hermione isn't here when the class begins. But when Professor Lupin asked a question,
"Can anybody tell me what a boggart looks?"
she answered it, and the slow camera pans to her.
No one knows.
Where'd she get here?
Boggarts are shapeshifters. They take the shape of whatever a particular person fears the most. That's what makes them
So terrifying, yes.
As same as Ron realized in the Divination class.
When'd she get here?
He realizes it again. Due to the lesson, it didn't come high even this time too.
Let's practice it now. Without wands, please. After me. Ridiculous!
3 in the next class of defense against the dark arts hosted by the Snape. So this class starts with a little bit of rush while Snape shutting the door loudly and closing all windows with his wand. When he walks through the class we can notice also the same situation. But this time Harry sat alone and Ron sat with another companion. So when the Snape reached to them in front of the class he unfolded a white screen to project something and said the famous phrase "Turn to page number 394.
Turn to page 394.
After the camera panned to Harry and we see his loneliness again. When Snape walks to the magical projector Harry asked about Professor Lupin and we can see Harry alone at that desk again.
Excuse me, sir. Where's Professor Lupin?
It's not really your concern, is it, Potter? Suffice it to say that your professor finds himself incapable of teaching at the present time.
After Snape fixes the projector he uses his magic to turn Ron's book pages into page number 394. When Ron sees the topic, he speaks some loud
werewolves.
Then Hermione's sound appears suddenly and she yelled the same as Ron did.
But sir, we've just begun learning about red caps and hinky punks. We're not meant to start nocturnal these 4 weeks.
Quiet.
All the students were surprised, but they all back to silent due to the situation of the class.
Did you see her come in?
Now, which one of you can tell me the difference between an animagus and a werewolf?
Then we also she in the hospital scene with her time turner, and she used it, as we all know. So I think there is no need to talk about that moment, because we all know. We all saw and watched it. There are the clips that I mentioned to you in the beginning. As we all know, we came near to the end. If you enjoyed that, subscribe channel, like, comment, and share this video. Until we met with another video, just bye.